Hi everybody, I'm Chef AJ and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I am the author of the book, The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes that will help you achieve and maintain healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. And today I am going to be making a recipe from page 217, easy applesauce, and it sure is easy. You know, applesauce is great for baking. It's not only a fat substitute, but it can also partially replace some of the sweet. And you can certainly buy unsweetened applesauce, but who wants all that packaging? And it's so much more expensive, and it's so easy to make your own. And we are going to be making it in the Mealthy 8-quart electric pressure cooker, which the company was kind enough to send to me, and I'm going to be showing you today. If you'd like a discount, I'm going to be putting that in the show notes, but let me show you what comes with this wonderful pressure cooker. It's a little bit more affordable than some of the other pressure cookers, so that's one benefit, especially if you don't have a pressure cooker or are looking for a second one. I really recommend, if you're only going to get one pressure cooker, size is important. Get the 8-quart. You know, you can do tiny recipes in a big pressure cooker, but you can't do big recipes in a small pressure cooker. And if you want to stay on a healthy eating course, the most important thing is to always be prepared. You know, preparation really does trump motivation. And so you want to be able to make batch cooking large recipes so you can eat some, freeze some, and maybe even give some away. So with the 8-quart multi-pot, you get the stainless steel insert, which is really nice, but they have a lot of extras that come with it. So for example, you get this steamer basket, which is great. It's really cute. You get this little pot holder. It's like a little shark. You get this little measuring cup for grains and these spoons. And of course, you get a rack. So that's kind of nice. Now, look how easy this is. So of course I'm going to put my insert in here, and I'm going to be using apples. These are a combination of Gala and Envy. Those are my favorite kind. Obviously, the sweeter the apples, the sweeter the applesauce, because we're not going to be putting in any kind of sugar. And of course, cooking them will make them naturally sweeter. Depending on the size, 8 to 10. And all you do is you take the core out, and you can make these little binoculars. And it's very easy. I have this little tool that I got. I used to be a Pampered Chef consultant, and you can actually use this to also seed cucumbers. You just find the center, and then you kind of just push it down on your cutting board. And then look at that. It just pulls the core out. Look at that. Perfect. So then I've got my beautiful Holland bowl mill here. Going to put all my apples in the pressure cooker. You always have to have some liquid, but you don't need much. This is 1/3 cup of unsweetened apple juice. If you don't want to use juice, just use water. That's fine. And a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to pour it in. Now, obviously, I didn't need such a big pressure cooker to do this, but just to show you, you can do small recipes in a big one, but you can't do big ones in a small one. So lots of buttons on this that maybe you aren't familiar with if you have another pressure cooker. For example, they have a cake button, but you know me, I only use one button, the pressure cook button, and then the up or down, and believe it or not, 5 minutes is all you need to make the homemade delicious applesauce. So we'll wait for this to come up to pressure, and then I'll show you what to do next. Bailey wanted to be in this episode because she just got groomed today. This is what you call a practice haircut, because she's going to be at the Live Ultimate Weight Loss Conference and she has to look her best. So this is her practice do. This is what she looks like when she's fully groomed. Isn't she cute? Say hi, Bailey. She's saying hello. She's a real good volunteer. She has 3 volunteer jobs: school, library, and hospital. Well, thank you so much for your service. I'm going to finish the applesauce now, okay? All right. So, because there was such a small amount in this huge pressure cooker, I'm not kidding, it took maybe 5 minutes to come up to pressure. Then I got busy doing other things, so I let it come down to pressure naturally. So now I am going to open the lid, and you can see the steam coming out. Don't forget about this cool little handle holder on both sides. A lot of people forget about that, and they put it down on a hot stove and they burn it. So you can maybe get a close-up of the contents inside. It smells just like fall, delicious. You can eat these as baked apples, by the way, but we're going to turn it into applesauce with another new wonderful product from Mealthy. This is a hand immersion blender, and again, their price points for their wonderfully made products are so good. I'm gonna put that in the show notes, but in this box comes all kinds of cool accessories for whipping and blending, and look at this, it's like your own little mini food processor here, and it's got a whipping blade. But today we're just gonna use the regular old, not regular, and it's not old, it's fantastic, it's beautiful. Look at, I love the color, it reminds me of Vegas. They've got a speed here and one called turbo. It's really easy to put together. You just plug it in, and then you just literally snap this on, and then that's one speed, and that's turbo. Just make sure when you're using your immersion blender, which you can use in the Mealthy multi-pot, or actually in any pot, you keep it down, because if you lift it up while the button's going, you could burn yourself. So we're gonna just put it in the pot, and you're gonna see, if you can get a nice close-up, this is just, we'll turn this into applesauce in seconds. You can always stop it, lift it up, and then go right back down. I like to leave it a little bit chunky because that's my preference, but it's totally up to you how you do that. And then you want to clean it, you just push these side buttons and it comes right off, and then you can wash it. Now, if you do any of my recipes like the creamy curried kabocha squash soup or the smoky butternut bisque or my favorite cauliflower bisque, which I've showed you in many previous episodes, you're gonna need to blend it. So you could blend it in your Vitamix, but you gotta be really careful. A hand blender is the way to go. My favorite thing to put applesauce on, believe it or not, is the potato waffles. And I showed you how to do those in a previous episode as well. Now, if I was making this for the potato waffles, I would not put the apple juice in. I would make it with just water, and I would not put the cinnamon in. But this is gonna be great. You could just eat this like as is. It's delicious to just eat hot homemade applesauce. But I usually use it in my baking recipes. And again, remember, if you want to avoid the sugar, it's only as sweet as your apples are. So this is another cool little Mealthy accessory that comes with it. Hello, I want you to get a Mealthy pot. Oh, okay, they will. All right, so this so you don't burn yourself. It's pretty cool. I'm right-handed though, I should probably be doing it the other way. There we go, now I can get every little bit out. There we go. Oops, of course I got a little on the counter. But anyway, there you have it. You know what they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So let's see how this tastes. And I know it's gonna taste amazing hot. No comparison between homemade. And this is a great thing to make when apples are in season or when you get a big bag for a really low price. Maybe even when your apples start going bad. Wouldn't recommend the green one so much. You want to use a more sweet variety. You could even do pears, by the way. So thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and with the help of these wonderful products from Mealthy, I make healthy taste delicious so that you can have the health and the body you so richly deserve. Take care.